Washington, D.C. There are 18 pieces of figurative sculpture, some photographs, and 2 encaustic paintings. Let me start with one of my most recent pieces, an encaustic painting called Give That Boy a Medal. I grew up in a home where my material needs were met, but not much emotional connection or understanding. Not an uncommon story, I think. I was lonely, knew I was unhappy, with no idea how that could change. I didn't even like myself. Too many kids grew up like that, to one degree or another. But somehow the boy who I was hung in there long enough for my life to transform. In honor of that, I am giving him medals for his tenacity, for his loneliness, for his sadness, and for hope and faith. I'm very grateful to that. Now I realize that talking about emotions can be uncomfortable, and I hope you stay with me. My artwork has been a vital part of my transformation, and that is how I chose all of the pieces in my Cup Runneth Over. They are milestones along my path. The oldest piece here is reaching back. It is an adult reaching back through time to care for his younger child self. The figures are not as sophisticated as I'm able to make now, but there's always been an honesty and a sincerity about this piece. Family has a similar theme, a strong adult body arranged protectively around a very vulnerable child self inside. You don't even see the child until you get up close. This is the first piece I ever showed in a public exhibition at age 62, so it's never too late. At one time I did a lot of life drawing from the nude. And my great learning was seeing and perceiving the human body's capacity for containing and expressing human emotion and experience. So I turned that thought onto myself. I turned my figure making into an exploration of myself. Chapel was the start of opening up. The figure grabs the skin of his chest and pulls it open to reveal what's inside. The pose is a near half lotus. I was doing a lot of yoga at the time. In Cosmos, that feeling turned out to be ambivalence about what I was trying to do. Is the figure slumping down protectively? Is it rising up to an awakening energy? The surface coloration came from burning the piece in sawdust for several days in a pit in the ground. That smoldering, for several days, creates the wide range of blacks, grays, tans that are in most of the figures in this show. I call this piece Cosmos because the whitish dots on the chest and belly looked like stars when I moved it from the bed. Burnt offering is another pose that felt important within my own body, kneeling forward in a self-protective, and I'll even admit, a subjugated way. But the smoldering, however, produced rich tans and creams and browns. Burnt, but very beautiful. For me, this piece turned out to be a testament to perseverance and survival. Plinth is even more self-protective than burnt offering. And it was in doing this piece that it finally came to me what the pieces were trying to say. As much as Plinth is trying to hide, its back is completely exposed and vulnerable. Doing this piece helped me realize that humans are always vulnerable, whatever we try to do or tell ourselves. And yet, we always go on. This reconceptualized vulnerability for me as an enduring strength. It opens us to empathy and connection. It was very liberating for me. My monster is a piece I feel very tenderly about. It took a lot of emotional uncovering to get down to the rage suppressed within the lonely, sad child that I have been. Rage is a primal assertion of the right to resist. Just hang out with a terrible two. They just need to learn how to integrate it with other traits. For me, I think the rage in my monster was a simmering core that helped hold myself together until I could grow older and change what needed growth. I'm very grateful and hold my inner monster very dear. Rage is also the basis for this piece, Be My Voice. My call for children to be treated with caring, support, and respect extends to adults. It's the same feeling. So many people suffer in circumstances that rob them of the power to speak for themselves. People in abusive relationships, trafficked persons, undocumented, afraid of ICE, even enslaved persons. This piece is from a series I did because I was so mad at a lot of current issues that desperately need more attention. The last piece in this talk is I Have a Name, the other encaustic painting in this show. My monster is one of the embedded images. The green child is an unhappy 3-year-old me. There's a baby picture. And my current self is this purplish outline. I Have a Name is about claiming and proclaiming identity in spite of difficult circumstances, in the face of anything. If you resonate with that, maybe you deserve to get a medal too. So these pieces I've just shown, and the rest of this show, have brought me from a difficult start to a place of peace, understanding, empathy, joy, and gratitude. My cup truly runneth over. So, thank you for letting me show you.